Hello everybody, welcome back to Stationeers. Alright, so last time we got our helping hand working, and there he is in all of his moving glory, doing our wheat harvesting, which is nice. We are still waiting for the soybeans, so once these guys have seeded, then we'll take a look and we'll see if we can get Larry configured to harvest them. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode, I want to start looking at getting some of the outposts up and running, because it would be nice to not have to do any more mining, and obviously getting the whole ore processing section up and running is quite a nice big job to do. So let's make a start on that. So I'm gonna need Electrum, Invar, and Constantin. I don't know how much of this stuff I have. Any Electrum? We got a little bit. Right, there's the Electrum. And I need Invar. Do I have Invar? I have 58. So that is going to get me... Oh. Steel is my bottleneck, but I've got steel. So... yeah, we should... so that's going to give us 3. I could put another 100 in there and get 5. And what we're going to do is, because what I found playing with Sophie on Vulcan is that the deep miners seem like, because you're only getting like 3 types or 2 types or whatever of an ore per miner, it feels like you're getting it a lot quicker. So I don't think I need to be doing like double deep miners at my outpost. Just 1 deep miner per outpost, and we'll just see how that goes. I want to stop digging because look at all the holes. There's holes everywhere. So let's avoid that, and let's see if we can automate some of our stuff, shall we? When it comes to power, I think the easiest option is going to be for each outpost to power itself. I think it just makes sense, considering that the solar power on the moon is pretty bog standard. We haven't got to worry about storms, so we can just deal with the cheap solar panels. Yeah, I think we'll be good. So I'm gonna say each outpost probably needs, and I'm completely guessing, I don't know. Well, I think a solar panel here, I'm getting, let's say 700 watts. And the deep miner uses 500 as a base power. So what we could do is, if we had, let's say we go for 3 solar panels per outpost. So during the day, we should hopefully be able to, one solar panel would power the deep drill. The other 2 can hopefully charge a battery for use during the night. Whether it's that simple, I don't know. We will find out. So give me 15, 30, 45, 5, 10, 15, 20. I just need copper for that. So give me that. So that'll be 3 solar panels. Obviously, we're going to need glass. So do I have any glass? I have enough glass. That is fine. I've got some cable. I've got some heavy cable on me, which is good. What else we're going to need? We're going to need frames. So I guess I'm going to kind of wait. You know what we'll do? We'll waste that power. Let's get our stuff together for 1 outpost, and then we can leave the deep miners being built, so that we don't have to come back and wait for them. Also, I'm not 100% sure we need to worry about, because we haven't got storms to worry about, because we're on the moon and oxygen usage isn't exactly a difficult thing. What I was going to say was, I don't need to build like little safe areas at my outposts. But then, might be quite nice just to have a room. Just, it hasn't got to be anything too special. Although, saying that, I now want to make something special. I think we take food with us. We take canned food. It will have to have its own cooling and all that kind of thing. But I'm kind of convincing myself to do what I didn't want to do. Screw it. We're going to do that. Screw it. Let's make our first proper outpost. with its own little room and everything. Its own little door, its own airlock. Why the hell not? Because we can. So I'm going to want a silo. So let's get one of those made. You have made me... You're doing the last solar panel now, which is fine. After that, I'm going to need an IC housing, which I don't see. So I don't have, but that's fine. We can get one of those made. They're not difficult. Although I put all my stuff into the thingy machine, haven't I? So, well, where's my solder? There's my solder. Right, one of those, and then I need the circuit. And that needs the electrum. Right, I need my electrum out of there once it's ready. Let me quickly get a potato. I need to build... Oh, that's something I want to check, actually. So somebody mentioned in the comments, and I kind of hope this is right, but at the same time it's a little bit dodgy, that you can put cooked potatoes into here, and that potato is a reagent, so you could just make another potato. So let's test it. We've got 17 potatoes, plus some oil. I'm going to eat this potato, which means I've got now 76%. Put it in there. Remember, we're on 17. Oh, we're on 17.8 potatoes. Okay. Well, that's still good to know, though, that we could put an almost dead potato in there and just reprocess it. Make it again. So that is good to know. I never thought about doing that. Never occurred to me just to reprocess it. But there we go. For anyone who's unsure, if a potato is about to die, stick it in. But yeah, that's the thing. Right, got you. Give me... Oh yeah, I need the electrum. So give me my electrum. Plus the silo. That's what I want. Oh, I need steel. I've still got a little bit here. Oh, I say a little bit, 100. Right, build that. Obviously, we're going to have to come... Oh, no, we aren't going to come back. Let's make... Can I make any more of these hard suit backpacks? Steel, stellite, astraloy. I mean, it feels a bit expensive for what I'm doing, but we can make more. It's not the end of the world. Why are you so loud? Oh, because we left you really high pressure, really high temperature. That's fine. Just walk away. It's okay. You are going to use 5 stellite. I can do it. It's a complete waste. Absolute waste. I could just use iron for the thingy ones, but it's fine. This is what we're doing. Give me that steel. My thinking for this is just that we can use it to carry more stuff. I also, I'm not going to do it because it feels weird, but you can also put backpacks in backpacks. And in theory have infinite storage, but that feels like an accident waiting to happen. So we're not doing that. Oh, I thought I was going to get stuck in the wall. Alright, so we can go for all of this, we can control you in. And then do that. You come with me. And that goes in there. We're going to want some steel sheets. So we have 16 there. We're going to need more steel sheets. So make me some of those. I'm going to need windows and walls. I have plenty of the composite windows, although I do want some more flat walls. I don't think I've got any more. So we'll take that and we'll make some more, which means that we're going to want, because I think the flat walls use plastic. No, they use steel, so it's the composite ones that use plastic. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to need at least 24 steel sheets, and that's just for the frames. So we're on 28, so we can do 4. I'm going to need an airlock. Excuse me. So I need 2 doors. I need the sensor. I need the active vent. Singular. I need the passive vent. I've got active vent. I've got passive vent. I have some insulated pipes. That'll do. What else? What else do we need? Water bottle filler might be an option. But let's not get too carried away. We're gonna want an omni transmitter. We're gonna want. Wait, do I want an omni transmitter? Yes, because that way I can have that base charged while I'm there. We're gonna want transformer. We're gonna want battery. We're gonna want what we're gonna want. When we're gonna want it now. No, 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 no. Stacker. Do I need? Oh, I'll take a stacker. Yep, we can get everything stacked before it goes into the silo. The silo needs what to be built? Steel sheets, plastic sheet. I'm gonna need some more plastic, I think. Right, so you do that. Thank you. Right, give me silicon. Get me plastic sheets. And then what we're going to need after that is we're going to need the sensor. So that is made in the electronics printer. So I'm going to need 2 of these. I'm going to need 1 for the airlock and 1 for the solar panels. We're probably going to want 3. Because we're going to want 1. So we've got 1 for the airlock, daylight sensor for the solars, and then we're going to want 1 inside the room so that we can sort out our cooling. Oh, cooling. So we're going to need digital valve, we're going to need radiators. I think, long story short, we're going to want a beacon. Maybe 1 more of those. Right, my inventory's getting a little bit full. So make me... wait, did I start with a portable beacon? I don't think I did because it's brutal start. Yeah, it's fine. Let's make 1. Portable beacon. Wait, what? Where's the bloody... What's it made in? Where's the beacon? Oh, it's called tracking beacon, and it's in the tool manufactory. Alright. Gold and copper. I got me some gold. Got me some copper. So we'll do that. And then after this guy, we're going to also need a wireless battery. Thank you. Let me stack these together a little bit. We are going to need some chutes, but I don't think that's going to be enough, but never mind. Wireless battery. I need a wireless battery. So, give me gold and copper. There's the gold and copper. I've got 71 here. Give me 1 of those. Last but not least, I'm going to need the table thing for the beat. Although, actually, because there's no storms... I don't need the table. Because it's not going to get blown away. We can just leave it on the ground. That should be fine. Alright. That isn't everything we're going to need, 100%. But it's all I can carry. So, let me get my suit, which is over here now. Excuse me. And basically, I want to try and find... Well, I mean, I had the map, but I haven't got the map up anymore, and I can't be bothered to put it back up because I don't think it's worth its timing anything anyway. So let me get where the hell is? Where's my card that I use for tracking? In my mining belt. My inventory is so full, I've got nowhere to put anything. I need some more flat walls. Get me... Just print out some of those. I've literally got nothing I can free up right now. Nope, screw it. It is what it is. Yeah, what was after? Oh, yeah, where's the hell's my mining belt? Right, I think you have the card that I wanted. You do. So what we'll do is we'll take that tablet with us for now. We'll leave our mining belt here because we're completely full. We haven't got the doors for an airlock, so we can't even finish the base. But we can have a good crack at getting it up to a point. And we can get the beacon up anyway. Where are my solar panels? Solar panels are there. We can do the tracking. I've got my laptop. We should be fine. So let me just... Oh yeah, and there was a comment asked... I don't know why I'm having a server, but never mind. Somebody asked me how is my water and food lasting so long. Because I've still got food in here. That's just from the starter kit. In all honesty, I don't know. I was just very quick on... Well, I must have been very quick on getting the potatoes in the ground and eating potatoes. But yeah, I don't know how that's lasting so long considering I'm on Stationeers difficulty. There's no mods affecting that at all. When I first started the playthrough, there was no mods installed, so I don't know. I'm guessing I'm just got a bit used to getting stuff set up at a decent pace. It's the only thing I can think of. But that would insinuate that I'm getting good at the game, and I don't think that's the thing. Okay, so we've got gold near us. Now, I'm less bothered about getting gold right now. What I really want, excuse me, is iron, copper, silicon. If I can find them. Now, I'm kind of thinking this may take me a while. This is the whole point in getting that map. What I'm also aware of is I have not got... Oh, I've got my tracking beacon. My tracking card, that's fine. So I can get home. But yeah, so I mean, I've got the map. I should really be using it, but I just don't want to. So what I'll do is I will cut here and I will bring you back when I found something good. Right, I have found iron, copper, and silicon. I've wrote down the coordinates because it has taken fucking forever. Maybe I should have used the map again, but I don't know. Before I do anything, I've got to head home because otherwise I'm gonna die. Holy hell. That was such... I don't even know how long I've been out. I don't know how many in-game days that was. On the plus side, I've wrote down the coordinates so I can get there straight away. So I found iron, copper, and silicon all on the same place. But I feel like that has taken forever. I will have to have a look back when I cut that out and just see how long I've been out there. Right, let's quickly get a potato. Stop your belly aching. Oh yeah. On the plus side, all the soybeans are grown. What's Larry doing? Larry is just being Larry. That is fine. Holy hell. Alright. Well, because I know where I've got to go, I am going to go back. And we're going to get this outpost built. We're going to get the beacon up, all that kind of thing. And what I might have to put the mapping screen back up and just try and figure it out. Stop being a baby, because that was painful. Oh, it felt like ages. Like I've got backache just slouching and looking for it. All right. Well, on the plus side, I know where I'm going now, so let's head back out. Am I good? Like, what am I missing from my inventory here? Oh, my plastic sheets. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of shoots. That's going to be a lot of shoots. We may... I might go back on what I said. I might do Rover. Because we may as well have some enjoyment. That is just a long fly up and down. Getting there. I mean, there might be others, but I just don't know where. And now I know I found this one. I may as well use it, but Jesus. Right. I will see you when I get there. Oh, finally. Right. Let's figure out where this starts, shall we? Although I think it's here. So we've got a corner here. We've got silicon. We've got gold and silver, iron, copper, silicon. So if I can get like a miner here, will I get both of these things? I don't know. But I would rather have one dedicated just to the iron, copper, and silicon, and kind of go from there. It could we could make this a larger outpost. We could have one getting those two, and one getting those three. But for now, let's just put our bloody deep miner here, shall we? Where are we? So deep miner. Yep. Can go here. And let's make sure that it's still in the iron, copper, silicon. It is. So that's all we should get from this one. So that is fine. Now, I've annoyed myself because I'm pretty positive this guy needs whatchamacallit. I'm pretty sure he needs electronic parts to be made. Steel sheets. And oh no, cable coil. Okay, that I can do. That I can do. Oh, I do need electronic parts. Fuck's sake. That's fine. Okay. Well, whilst we are doing that, where is the sun? The sun is over there. So that goes east to west, doesn't it? So we're not going to get a full day sun here. I mean, realistically, I could probably go up there to get a bit more. Rather than being on the side of the crate. I might as well, actually. Yeah. Let's put this up here. Just so we can try and get a bit more daylight. We'll do it on some of this flat area over here, I think. And I'm aware that I'm getting further away from where my base is, but I want to just maximize the power. Obviously that doesn't really work for me, so let's do it about here. So what we'll do is we'll create a... It's not got to be anything too big. Like we're talking something like... Let's go a bit wild. Let's go for a... We'll go for a 2x4 with an airlock over here. Because we can. Give me those steel sheets. And give me my welder, which is almost out of battery, which is a shame. But if I can get the solar tracking up, I'll be able to charge it while I'm over here. So give me that. Get this built. So this is where we will, on the roof of this, we will place our solar panels. Let me just chuck some of my stuff on the floor. Just free up some space. I should have brought a locker. I am so unprepared for this. But yeah, let me go and find my deep miner again. Which was somewhere down here. Oh, deep miner, where the hell are you? I know you're on the side of the crater. Where is it? Okay, 1 second. It's maybe this way? Okay, so was it somewhere around here, I think? Oh, there we go. Got it. Boom. Right. Let's take you down. So I need, what, wire cutters. And then I need angle grinder. And then finally the wrench. Alright, let's go and pop this up on our frame. If we can find the bloody thing. Where are you? Oh, what? I need water again. Where is my frame? Where is my frame? Where did I put my... It was... Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so what we'll do is we will put this guy... I don't know. We'll stick him there, and we'll sort something out. I'm definitely in the region still. Yep, 100%. Okay. Let's get you welded back up. Well, as much as I can. And then we need screwdriver and cable. Okie dokie. So we are gonna have, and this will be just like a yeah, we'll have frames for the roof because this doesn't. I mean, I'll put some windows, but this doesn't really need to be. Wait, not there. I don't want this to be an entire glass box. This just needs to. This roof bit needs to support the solar panels. That is it. So give me solar panels. I need to put a single weld into the frames. 1, 2, and a 3. Right, solar panels. Where are you gone? You're there. Alright. So we'll do the single port. Because we can. No other reason than that. And then glass, which is in my uniform. Alright. They need to feed into a battery. They're never going to provide so much power that they're going to cause a problem with the battery. So I'm not too worried about that. The battery can go inside the base. This is going to be my airlock, so I can put the battery here. Seems as good a place as any. Get you welded. Screwdriver is next. Like so. I should probably rotate and move those solar panels to be fair. Based on where I've put the battery. So let me quickly move these frames. They're floating, but they won't be for long. I mean, the frames themselves are floating, but please bear with, caller. And we will sort it. So, you've got no battery. That's fantastic. You go there. And Jordan as well. Perfect. Alright. Let me quickly take solar panels down. Get me my drill. Just go on the floor for a second. And we will have them a single port, but we'll face them the other way. Like so. Give me the glass. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now we need heavy cable. So we'll get all 3 of these guys connected. This probably... Actually, this does need to be heavy cable because when the solar storm happens, these 3 solar panels can produce more than what a single light cable can handle. So that will get me some starting power, which is absolutely fine. Next, what I'm going to need is give me my wall, which I think are in here. Nope, in here. I have kit wall, that's composite. I can put some windows, this is fine. So, window, window, window. I'm just being a bit fancy here. Like, there's no other reason for me doing what I'm doing. And then give me flat wall and put you Let's go for... I mean, I could stick an icy in there, couldn't I? So that might look okay. Although I like the... Oh no, I've got the wrong wall for that. It's fine. We can do that. And then... I'm worrying about little things that do not matter. We'll just do some large panels. I might not stick with this. We'll see. Give me a couple more windows. Just there and there. And then this will be the thing. And then I'll need some more frames for the top. But for now, this is fine. Turn the battery on. It's on. Okay. Give me my housing. And housing can go there. So this is going to have to be... I wish you could have it the other way around, but you can't. Unfortunately. So I'm going to put that there. Well, I could flip it the other way if I wanted to. But I don't want it to be upside down. Just a personal preference. It doesn't matter in the slightest. But bring this cable up to here. I should probably put a transformer somewhere out of this battery as well. So we'll do that in a second. And then the data will connect back into the solar panels. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we are going to stick our sensor down. So the sensor I want... Yeah, basically I want it up here. Kind of want it somewhere else. Let me go for... One moment. Let me get rid of this. We'll put another frame up at some point. But I want to put this here. Give me my sensor. Right, daylight sensor connected. This has to be connected to the this network. Yeah, this doesn't need power, so that's fine. So we'll just get you connected to here. And that will give us what we need for tracking. And then the last thing I need to do is basically get it coded. So if I get my laptop, get my circuits, go to my library, and go for... Where is it? Solar tracking. So I have the port of the solar panels. The port is facing 270. If you're using the normal panels, use the one opposite. So we're going to put 90 in here. And to be honest, that should be it. So we export that, do that, turn that on. Now there's no power, but we can get some in the morning. Just need to start connecting the solar panels. Not connecting, just direct them the right way. Get them all to go 270. Just to capture that morning sun. And that should be enough for us to at least jumpstart the solar tracking. Power's coming in, you're erroring. Device not found at line 12. That's because you would like a daylight sensor. There we go. We now should have solar tracking. Unfortunately, they're... Oh no, that's right. They are pivoting the right way. I did it the wrong way. That was all. We should start getting some sun. There we go. We're now producing power. A very nice 694 watts in the morning. Around 700. Perfect. Alright, we have power here. So that is step number 1. Step number 2. Let's get a wireless charger connected. And I do need to put a transformer on this cable. So, where is my transformer? Let me put transformer... Right. This is a bit naughty, but just bear with. Let's do this. Turn you on. There we go. All back good. And then the cable going into that, we will replace that for heavy. So yeah, let me very quickly Chuck that on the floor. Go away. Rip this out. And put the heavy cable in there. And that needs to go into the transformer. Like so. And there we go. We have power. Let's change the color of that cable. So red is our cable coming out of the battery. So that's what we'll do there. Tail tracking is up. We'll be gathering power. So we're all fine there. Right. Omni goes here. Because I've got no problem with the Omni feeding off the main data line. That is absolutely fine. So give me heavy cable. Thank you. You connect to this, and that's going to charge all my shit back up. Lovely. All right. So what we got? We got transformer. We got sensor. So we've got a sensor upstairs. We're going to need a gas sensor for this room because eventually we're going to sort out cooling in this room. So we'll have a sensor there. I will have some walls over here. So if I go there, that'll be like that. Then this will be frames. So I'm gonna have to bring out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames with me, which is fine. We can do that. All right. So plastic sheets. No, you want steel sheets. So you, and well, we won't do that yet because we've got to connect that sensor. But yeah, that'll go there. All right. So then, well, what I'll do is I'll fill that in. That is done. You can still get to those pins. I mean, I don't know. You know what? That actually doesn't look great. Let's not do that wall because it does look shocking. I'd rather not see it at all than do that. What we could do though is we could do this one. So we could put that there, and then we could put a wall on the back. So give me the flat wall, and this just needs to be a flat one. Stick that there. There we go. Nice and tidy. And I don't mind like the fact you can see the sensor in the cable. I can live with that. That's okay. Right, what else we got? So the beacon can go on the floor, and to be honest, that can just always stay on. That is not an issue. That will charge up as it is doing. So we've always got a beacon. We can always get back here now really easy. So that's fine. Let's get these windows done. I will double wall this place. But right now, I'm just want to get it somewhat built. Just so we can say that we have something. Yeah. I'll fly home shortly. Okay. Passive vent will go inside. Like so. Heavy insulated pipe will go there. Active vent will go here. My other sensor can go here. Yeah, don't see why not. I need the console. I completely forgot about the console. That's fine. We'll want an APC potentially. We need the electronic parts. Don't need this. The silo. So the silo will go probably here somewhere. We may as well have the deep mine because, like I said, we're not going to produce anything here. It's all getting shipped off at home. So that's going to go like here, and we'll have a frame. So I do need to bring some more frames. So I need, what was it, 3, 4, 5? I don't know. We'll bring a handful of frames. Stacker will be coming out of that into the silo. So that is that needed. There's some chutes. Steel, paint. All right. let's make a quick list of what we're going to need. So I need an APC, multiple frames, electronic parts, more cable. I'm going to want more pipes. I need a console, 2 times doors, and bits for doors. What else? Frame, steel sheets. So what do I need for you? You shoot into... Why is that out there? So that will be shoot into stacker, into silo. And then we'll collect from the silo. What we could do is we could have everything get dumped in here. So maybe we bring some railings. That's an option. We could even have the silo in here if we wanted to, so we don't have to go out. We can come in here, get comfortable, do whatever we want to do. So I want another active vent. What else? Oh, I want a valve, radiators. I want pump. And that might do us, I think. Yeah, just plenty of steel sheets, which I haven't got on the list. Sheets, gratings, and I've got railings on the list. All right, I think that will do. So now I've got the long flight home again. Let me just check that I can actually track this place now. Yeah, and you know what we'll do? Let's label that beacon. So we will call you ICS, because that is iron, copper, and silicon. Right, I will see you back at home. This is going to be pretty damn close. I am on 20% health with 350 meters to go, and I think we'll do it. But this kind of just highlights the need for the outpost to have some form of like recharge. So like a bit of water, a bit of food over there. Access to oxygen isn't necessarily a bad thing. So definitely something that I think is worth doing. And I'm just trying to work it out in my head. So it's about 2.5 kilometers away from my base. And I said I didn't want to do rover. But if you think that is a straight line diagonally, which means I'm effectively going to need, and I think it's almost perfectly diagonal, so effectively I'm going to need about 5 kilometers of shoot. Which, if you think, costs 3 iron per shoot. There's a bit of a saving if you use the 10 shoots, but let's remove that out of the equation. We're looking at about 15,000 iron worth of shoots. I don't think that's worth it. I personally think maybe we do the rover. And enjoy our life here, I guess. I couldn't obviously fly backward and forward, but that's a long way to fly without any supplies. And the idea is that I don't die. So being in that situation is not great. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to do the rover or not. Got cramp in my neck. I feel like I've been flying for ages. Alright. I've got my shopping list. Before we do that though, let's have a break from all that flying. And let's do some Larry work, shall we? We said we were going to. So let's get it done. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Let's go for 26 rails. Hopefully that's something I can do. Yeah, not doing that one. It's this one. Rail, steel. Oh, yeah, I could do that easy. That's fine. So we're going to see if we can get Larry harvesting these soybeans. I'm not gonna harvest them myself. Well, I might have to harvest one for testing, but we're gonna have Larry do it for us. And I'm just thinking, if he's got 26, he's gonna go duh 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 duh. Every second one he goes down. That one, that one, that one, that one. Which means potentially I can get that to work. He's going to come back on himself here. But I could get him to come out and in. Yeah. We'll get it to do it. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. So there's 10 rails. So let's give him all of these. Now this potentially, so this shouldn't break his, when I connect this up to his rail, it shouldn't break his code because we've programmed in there what his maximum station is. So I think when I place it, it will reset him. Why is my health? Oh no, it's going back up. It's fine. But I think he'll just pick up from where he left off. But we can test that in a second. 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8 more rails, please. That's 6. 2 more. I'll wait for these. Last one. Alright. So, give me my wrench. Oh, also. Where did my... I had a large battery somewhere and I swapped it out with something because I was running out. If something has a large battery that shouldn't, because my welder should have the large battery, but I don't know what I did. Is it my glasses? Nope. Is it my light? My light has a large battery. That needs changing. There we go. And then change you in there. All good. All good in the hood. Right, so if we do this, this, this. Alright, so this is going to be corner. Now I'm going to remove this, he's going to error. Right, he reset, and now he won't move. The reason he's not moving is because there isn't a station 26. If we put this back as a corner... Oh, 27, so not 26. He should start working again. I might have to reset it. No. What did I break? What's your problem? Incorrect logic type at line 28. I mean, we've obviously screwed up Larry. It's fine, though. We can fix him. Give me your code. Let's see what you're complaining about. Oh, nothing. It just needed reseating. It needed turning off and on again. But there we go. He should pick up from the start and just do his thing. That's fine. With the additional rails here, this shouldn't really make any difference. It should work towards the last station that we programmed, and then he'll just make his way back. Now, what I'm wanting to do is, this is a long rail around, very long, and it's not efficient. Maybe you should, excuse me, maybe you should have multiple rails. Multiple Larrys, but I don't want multiple, I want one. So what I'm going to do is chain this into here, so that if he gets to here, he can just skip back to the beginning. That's the idea anyway. And there, look, he's going back because he did all of his checks, and now he'll go back to the start. So that I'm happy with, that's fine. What has just occurred to me is that I've done that bloody rail wrong, haven't I? Because he's going to be zigzagging. So maybe I don't worry about that right now. Maybe I don't worry about that. And also, did he definitely get right to the end? I think he did. But let me just double check. Because all we need to do, realistically, is the same process, but we need to hope, like, in an ideal world, these would have the same growth stage as a wheat when it's fully grown. That is the hope anyway. So, are you going to go right to the corner? Yes. So nothing's broke. So that's absolutely fine. I am gonna get some more rails made because we're gonna need them. We're going to need more than that, though. So use 50, and that'll probably do us. Right. So, what I need to do is... Let's stop his code for a sec. I need you to go all the way to something past 27. So go to, like, I don't know, there you go, 32. And let's just see what we get. Actually, are any of these fully grown? No, not yet. It's fine. So if we go to 33, and it'll be over the soybean. Alright. So we've got that one, and that is seeding. So what do we have? So we've got a plant growth of 5. And what did we do on our code? So our code growth is 5. So actually, we might find that he'll just work because they have the same growth stages. At least I'm hoping. Yeah, we're only doing growth. So theoretically, that's done. What I'm going to do, just to save him a job, is let's connect his rail back into itself. I don't know what will happen with... I don't know what will happen with these numbers. My hope is nothing. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, shut up. So if I bring that across here, and then bring him this way. None of these need to be stationed because he's just passing by. That is it. I just hope he's got enough room. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, so if I do that... Alright, so that is currently station 52. Became 50. Which meant, okay, so I need to change my code. So now that is station 51, that is station 52. Which means that becomes station 1. Fine. So our drop off is 51. So let's just code that in. So drop off is 51. Pickup is 52. First station is 1. And our last station is 50. So it should be a case of just doing that. And that should be it. And I'm hoping that will just work. Now, before I kick this off, so there's two ways of doing this. The first, when he picks up a crop, he picks the seed first, so the seed goes into his hopper. He then harvests again and picks up the plant. Fine. If we wanted to, we could have him come back. He could drop off the crop, but then he gets the seed in his hand. Rather than dropping that into here, he could just take it back to where he picked it up from. It would save a step here of him having to pick up another seed. We can absolutely do that. I don't want to do that because by having him drop off the crop and the seed, it means he always has to pick one up, which means we can introduce new crops if we wanted to. So I could, for example, take out a wheat, chuck in a potato, for example. Or I could bring out all the wheat and replace it all with soybeans without worrying about him erroring or anything like that. And it should just work. It's a personal preference. Like I said, you could very easily get him to replant what he's picked up. Fine. If you want to do it that way, go for it. What's going to happen here... Actually, I need to check this. I need to also add soy seeds. Soy seeds, please. Or soybean seeds, whatever you are called. There we go. I've just seen it. Soybean seeds. Okay. Yeah, so what's going to happen here is when he starts harvesting soybeans, he's going to replace them with wheat. because that's what's in there. Theoretically, obviously, it means that at one point you'll have more wheat than soy, and that at another point you'll probably end up with more soy than wheat. Is what it is. I mean, realistically, what I could do is this. I could empty this out. So 4. And what's going to happen is on his first pass round, he's going to get soybean. So I could get an additional soybean, which I think I have. Yes, I do. I could do a thing. So I could do this, which will send it into here. So when he goes and harvests a soybean, he's going to plant a soybean. So let's try this. All right. So he's obviously happy. He's working. Let me take my suit off. So yeah. So he should get past all the wheat because. No. Okay. That's the thing. So let me very quickly sort this out. So if I put a wheat in there, this is just to get him cycled. I didn't realize any of the wheat was going to be ready. That might have been the only one. But that's fine. So he's planted a wheat. Sorry, he's harvested a wheat. So now he's going to replant a wheat. Okay, so I could put that in there. And take that one out. Okay. So that puts us back as we were. Now, hopefully, there is no more wheat seeded. So he does his thing. It carries on. We want him to get to soybeans. Will he work? Will he just do his thing? I think he will. I don't think we'll have an issue here. Come on, Larry. You can do it. Alright. So here he goes. So starts harvesting. Nothing changes in the code. It's exactly the same because he's only ever checking the pod. He'll harvest less, but that shouldn't matter because he checks it, goes, oh, it's empty. Now I'm going to head back. And because we've made a loop, he doesn't have to go back the way he came. He's found out that this way is shorter. So that's what he's going to go and do. Now, it's a long trip for him to go. I completely agree. But we're in no rush for this. We're going to have tons of the stuff. So I don't need to have more Larrys. I don't need to shorten this. It's fine. Hopefully it means he will always be busy and not just sat around doing nothing. But yeah, so he should deposit his seeds. It does his thing. He'll pick up those soybeans because that's what he dropped. There we go. So we've got a nice loop. Now, obviously, we've got a seed in there, which means there's always going to be a point at where we have an extra soy on this side, but eventually we'll get an extra wheat on this side, and the actual crop will end up rotating, which I think is fine. I'm not too fussed about that. It might be nice for it every time you look over and go, oh, the wheat's moved. I have no issue with that at all. Now he goes on to the next one and just works. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, bloody perfect. And now that we're getting soy oil, so if I take these out, so how much oil does a soybean make? Okay, so 1 soybean is equivalent to 1 mil of oil, which is fine. Don't know how I ended up with that wheat in my hand, but never mind. So what is it we needed for... So bread, we need flour. We're obviously waiting because we used all of the thing, didn't we? So actually, we should be able to do that now. There's 49 there, plus 100 there. So give me that. Give me that. Can we make our first bread loaf on the moon? Hey up. You have to wait for that light to go off. You don't just go based on the sound effect because it doesn't work. Stick that in there. Oh no, that's cereal bar. Where's my bread? We can make bread. We have better food. And we've got more wheat in there as well. Let's take that. Look what we got. We got bread. Which I think gives us a 150% boost on food. So it's a 4-star food. Boom. 174% water we can carry now. And we still have 93% of our bread left. That is good shit. I can go and put this into here. This will be fine. And that has now gone into our vending machine. So it's nice and safe in there. Look. Very good. And we've still got plenty of flour, plenty of oil. Boom. And yeah, that's a 4-star food. I don't know if there is a 5-star food. I'm not sure. But yeah, can't complain at this. Right. I guess that's the fun bit out of the way. The relatively easy bit. Now we need to go and do some more of our stuff. So I've got my shopping list. So I needed an APC. I do not have an APC. Let's get one of those made. And that is for the airlock over there. Which means we're going to need a large battery for the APC as well. So you and you. Thank you very much. I need multiple steel frames. So let's just make a fair few of those. Well, by a fair few I mean 11. That's fine. So APC is done. Electronic parts. How many does the deep mine need? It is 4 electronic parts. Do I have any of them? I have 2. So I need 2 more. Don't make too many of these because, well, I don't need them. Thank you kindly. And you go in there. Right, electronic parts, check. I need more cable, but we'll do those afterwards. I need console because we need to get the airlock configured. While I remember, I'm also going to need the data disk, which I have somewhere. Is it in my airlock in here? No. Where's my data disk? Am I being blind? I'm probably being blind, but I can't see it. Oh, there. Yeah, I'm being blind. Alright, data disk. We don't have a console, so let's get one of those made. Alright, one. We've got our frames, which is nice. Thank you very much. There are steel sheets back there, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We've also got glass back there. I need an airlock. We'll take the advanced airlock. It doesn't matter. We'll just set it... Oh, no, it does matter. Because otherwise I need another vent and it's just a waste of material. So let's make another airlock card. So we'll do one of those. Right, after that I need 2 doors. So give me door. I need iron and copper. Which I potentially... I've got iron there. Copper I don't have. Which is fine. Let's get some copper processed into the recycler. Thank you. And you're definitely open, so you're not going to create a reagent. Lovely copper without any effort whatsoever. Thank you. Right, 2 doors. Now, I'm pretty sure a door, and we're going to just do the composite ones because it's fine. They just need glass and plastic. We have both of those things at the outpost. So I'm not too worried about that. Give me that. You go in there. We're just going to put these rails away, otherwise we'll end up taking them with us. So we've got the doors, we've got the console. I need an active vent. So my idea with the active vent is that basically I'm not going to leave that place pressurized. There's no point because it will just get heated up and then we're using power to cool it down. We may as well have a system where we go inside and we want to live there. Well, we want to stay there for a little while, so we pressurize the space. We dump the gas into a insulated system. And we'll just do that with a vent. So we do... this is the wrong printer. So if we do active vent... iron, gold, and copper. So let me get some more copper recycled. Same with iron. Okie dokie. Thank you very much. That is ye. Did I not have any more active vents? I didn't. Okay, that's fine. I've got you. Right, active vent. Then what I want is utilities, and we're going to go for insulated. So I need silicon and steel. And we'll make 2 of those. So I have the active vent. So I'm not going to worry about the valve or the radiator. Don't need to worry about any of that, or the pump. Let's just screw all that off. It's fine. Don't need you. Really going to need the 1 utility, I think. I could be wrong on that, but we'll just see how it goes. I now need insulated pipes, which means I'm going to need more silicon. I have 50 silicon here. Thank you very much. Okay, so I need more steel sheets printing apparently. So let's get some of those going. There's no steel in there. Do I have any more steel to hand? Do you have any steel? You've got 18 steel. Nope. Nope. Yes. What was this for? Oh yeah, steel sheets. Okay. So make me some more of those. I don't really know how many of these pipes to do. So in the meantime, let's use what copper we've got. Let's do cable. Do I have heavy? I've got 14 heavy. I probably don't need any heavy. Right, got some insulated pipes, that's fine. So that'll be used and we will literally just push and pull. If we have to cool it off, we'll build something again later. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry too much about that. So I don't need you. So I've got my pipes, got my frames. I wanted some railings. Make me another steel sheet. Thank you kindly. Okay. So, railings. Oh, while we're waiting, make me some chutes. Because we're going to need more than what we've got. Right, 34 cable. Let's go for more. So that probably isn't going to be enough. What are we on? 10? Let's take 10 for now. Give me some gratings. I think I have none, which is fine. What did the silo need to be built? Steel sheets, plastic sheets, cable. I might make some more plastic sheets. So I don't have any. And I don't know how many I've got at the other place. Give me that. Right. Plastic sheets. So that's going to make 50. That's probably too many, but we'll go with it. I'm going to need more chutes. Give me iron. And you. Thank you very much. Keep those chutes coming. Right. That is another 50 cable. I think we're probably good on that. It's not much, but give me some more heavy cable now. Actually, you know what? Let me get some more copper. Copper. All is good. Oh, crap. Not what I meant to do. Thank you very much. Right. You keep making, because we're probably going to need tons of heavy. And you've used all that silicon, so that's fantastic. So, you know what? Finish off that steel. Do all of those. Shoot. So you go in there, you go in there, you go in there. Did I? Oh yeah, more iron. So you go in there. Right, let's get ourselves... Excuse me. Let's get ourselves ready to leave. So eat potato. And what I'll do as well is I'll take some cereal bars with me. I'll also take a couple of water bottles. Don't think that's a bad idea. So that we're not in this situation again. Now, I haven't got any space to... Right, let's temporarily dump some paint. When we get back, we will... we'll sort that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So 4 paint, 2 water bottles. 4 paint. 4 cereal bars, sorry. More heavy cable. Lovely. More chutes. Perfect. And more steel sheets. Even better. Right, I think that's everything off my list. So I can get the deep drill up and running. We've already got an IC over there, so that is fine. All that's left to do is make sure that my jetpack is refilled. Because, oh yeah, I did a thing. So I had to use, I had to use my waste tank to keep my jetpack going because of reasons. So let's just get that emptied.
Jetpack critical.
Jetpack's fine. No. Let me empty that first. You got to empty it, then close it, then cycle your airlock back in. So close that, cycle back in, and I kind of want to do the same with this one. So open, cycle, empty my jetpack, close my jetpack, cycle back inside. Right, and now we can refill that, knowing that our waste tank, or our jetpack, sorry, is not contaminated. That is good. So stick you in there. We've got tons of oxygen. Not worried about that. I've eaten, I've drank. Actually, I can drink even more. Oh, did I eat a cereal bar? So I screwed up my thingy. Where's my bread? Give me my bread. If I eat that... oh, I only got 3-star this time. Interesting. I mean, that's fine. So, let me drink. I've got 125%. We're fine with that. And all of our batteries should be charged. So I think we can head out. Is there anything else that I need to take with me? I don't think I need the iron sheets. I will take a locker because I can. And I will take more utilities just in case I'm over... well, I'm underthinking how much space I'm going to need. Alright, I guess I'm heading back again. Another 2.6 kilometer journey. I will see you there. So I finally arrived just as the sun has set. So that was good timing, wasn't it? On the plus side, it looks like the batteries are fully charged. So we've definitely got surplus power, which is good. Okay. Let's get this airlock built, shall we? So we're going to stick you there. Airlock chip. Glass I have. Boom. The APC I have. So APC we will just do here, I guess. Can I put this tablet away for now? I did also, just as I left the base, I went back and got my mining belt because it occurred to me that I'm probably going to want to do some mining and get some oxide so I can pressurize this space. So that is why I all of a sudden have that. Give me cable. And you go into here. And you go into there. Give me this. And I have a battery for you. Turn you on. Close your door. Let's get all this cabled in. So that'll come down. And then like that. And then you will come across the floor. Into the console. Right. And then with my frames. So let's finish the ceiling. And the floor for the airlock. And then give me my doors. And we're going to go for composite. Because we can. Steel frames. Not steel frames, sorry, steel sheets. And let's give this entire floor a final weld. I missed that one, never mind. We'll do it again. Alright. So then I needed... Oh, please don't. This was plastic and... Yeah, plastic. Okay. 1 and 2. And then I need crowbar and glass. Which I have. Open and open. Thank you very much. We want cable straight across both those doors. And we got power, perfect. Airlock is all ready to go. Right, data disk. We've got the active vent, the sensor. Right, that is the interior. So it's that one. Yeah, and then that one. There we go. So we cancel pressurization. All right. So we have an airlock, which is good. Let's get the ceiling welded. Steel sheets. There we go. Did I put glass in all of these? I did. Which means that this is technically now an airtight space. So I should be able to pressurize this. Now I don't have any oxide at the moment. But when daytime hits, we will sort that. Right, so what do I need for outside? So let's get the frames, the sheets, the stacker. Transformer I don't need. Silo I'm going to have. So the silo is going to go in here. And we're going to stick the silo. I think we'll put it on this side. So what I'll probably do is replace that window. Because it's going to just look a bit silly. So get rid of that. Get rid of that and do that. Give me a flat wall. That is not the right wall. I want a flat wall. Have I got any more flat walls? Oh, okay, fine. I will take one of those ones. And give me the one that's got like the little thing at the bottom. That one. Okay, plastic. More plastic. And then the silo is going to go there. I need a hand drill. And we'll stick it there. Think that'll be okay. Get the cable. And bring it right round, baby, right round. All the way around here. And then get you connected to the output of this guy. Like so. Let's get you welded. Steel sheets. Not enough. Oh, thank God for that. I've still got some. Ooh. That would have been not nice. Then I need plastic sheets, which I've got tons of. And then after this is cable. Yeah, 5 cable coil and a screwdriver. There we go. We have a silo. Perfect. So the input for the silo is actually inside that frame. So I'm going to try and position these chutes from the outside. Get those connected. I've got the stacker. Nothing else in here I need right now. So let me go out. And let's get... hopefully get this up and running. Yeah, so... Oh, though to be fair, it's only literally right up against the frame, so this shouldn't be that difficult to get connected. It should just be, yeah, like that. Easy. And we can run that down. So is that a 5 that I need there? That looks potentially too low. Yeah, that is just too low. That's a shame. So that's fine. Let's go for a 3. And then we can go for a 1. And then a corner there. Give me another 3. And then here is where we will put the stacker. So we'll go frame, 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 frame. Oh, that's a point. Where are my electronic parts? Get this bastard made. Is it screwdriver that I need? It is. Get you built. Voila. I want to connect this guy. So his data needs to be on the yellow heavy cable. Because that's the only housing that I've got. His power can come from this red cable. So the power's easy. I've literally got the cable right here. So if I... To be fair, just for the ease of the heavy cable, let's bring this down and up. Like so. And then connect you all the way over here. And then this side can just come out and go straight over. Right, we'll worry about getting that in shortly. The stacker can quite honestly just go there, to be honest. Set it to 50. Turn it on, get its power connected. I don't know whether leaving this on at all times is going to be the best way of saving my power, but I'm hoping the solar panels are going to help. So I'm going to break one of my own rules, but I don't know how else I'd do this. We're going to run the chute through the bottom of the frames. because we can. And to be honest, this is quite tidy. I won't weld these frames up completely. I still want to be able to see these chutes. But because we don't need it airtight out here anyway, it's fine. I can live with this. What the hell? Thank you. So if we do that and that. Okay. Let's put a single weld into these frames, so we don't keep falling through them. There we go. And then all that's left to do now is connect that heavy cable to this cable here. So that is just a simple case of running out of this wall and then hoping you've got enough heavy cable to make this trip. There we go. Now, obviously, we're not going to leave it like that. We are going to put some floor gratings down. And we can just circle the base. And we'll put some of these on this side as well. Oh, fuck. Well, that's going to have an effect on my oxygen usage. On the plus side, let's get this guy turned on. I can't see. I'm going to turn this on now completely because we are going to, regardless of how much power that guy uses, we are going to be making a hell of a lot more. Like, look at that. 2.3 kilowatts, and that's only at 88% efficiency. So we're going to easily get to like 2.5 kilowatt per solar panel, which is why we did heavy cable, because the light cable would have blown already. Well, if the battery inside wanted a full amount of power, it would have blown. Right, so then what I'll do, the floor grating, if I can go that way. And if I had some more, I would place some more, but I haven't, so I won't. The railings are going to go inside. Cancel. So we're going to put a railing. We'll use that one. Use an elegant one. And that way we can open that lever. And we'll be able to just pick up the ore from here without it rolling all over the place. So that is that. Now I want the locker. I wish it wouldn't be as like harsh on the eye as what it currently is. Because I can't see. It's almost like it heard me. Or not. It's fine. Where's the back? Excuse me. That way. Boom. Let's get tied up in here a little bit. So we've got everything everywhere. Luckily, because there's no atmo in this room. Actually, that might be the point. Like, I'm not really going through my waste any more than what I normally would, I don't think. And that's probably because I'm inside in a room, but with no atmosphere. Maybe. I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe this is quicker than normal. I'll have to see, but it doesn't feel like it. Alright. So, the last thing I want to do is I want to build the system that's going to allow me to just pressurize this space. So I'm going to move that passive vent over one to there. You know what? I should have bought an insulated one. That needs to go on the roof. And then we can connect. Do that. Bring a corner up into that passive vent. So that's that. And then what we're going to do is a thing. Which I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing that? I don't know why I'm doing that. This passive vent's got nothing to do with what I want to do next. So ignore that. Active vent. So active vent can go on the ceiling because I want to put it somewhere where vacuum isn't going to cause an issue. If we put it here, for example, and then in the roof, we will place some of these inline gas tanks. Don't know how many we're going to need, so let's just go for 3. Give me some of these. And the idea is that those tanks are going to store the pressure for the room when I'm not here. So when I need to come in here, I can come in, I'll flick this to outward, and then pressurize the space. I can open my helmet. Jobs are good. So if we do this, the only downside to this is going to be, to start with, it's going to be quite cold. But it should slowly warm up. More water in there. I had those cereal bars that need to go in here as well. 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Right. Can I quickly go out and get some oxide? Not that I can see anything, although it is going to stop in a second. You swap that out. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Can't see anything with this solar storm.
Hydration
Might as well
critical.
turn that off because that doesn't help in the slightest. We're midday yet or what? What's that, coal? Yeah, it's coal. And how's my waist doing now I'm outside? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is a bit faster. I just not really realised. Oh, Oxide, where are you? Is that Oxide? It is. Perfect. So let me just grab a bulk of this. Don't know how much I'm going to need for a 2x8, but let's just grab what we can. Right, that's probably what we can. And what we can do is we can open my waste tank up in here, and that will create a space where the ice will melt in. We could use a welder, but not welder, yeah, a welder to melt the ice, but it would drastically cool down. Whereas I'm kind of hoping this, at a comfortable 39 degrees, will give us what we need to melt and keep a above 0 temperature, is my hope. 24, 25, 26, 27 kPa. We're still above 0, so that is okay. And I can breathe in here. Look at that. Very nice. I can hear the beacon, which is what it is. It's fine. Cereal bar. Boom. We have a space. And then the idea is, like I said, close my helmet. It sets it inward. Suck this room into the tank. The problem being that this room is quite a largest volume. You're also slow. It's just going to take some time. But I can go out anyway, because it's going to depressurize the space. So I can always leave that on and know that my gas is safe inside that insulated network. So that's fine. Right, you've got nothing, but this is still going to be digging down. Look at the hole. Can I get in the hole? I want in. How does the bottom of the hole look? You've not even got to the bottom yet. Let me help you. Come on. How much further you got to go? quite lucky actually, because it didn't occur to me that my jetpack might not work in this hole. Oh man, he's got ages to go. Look at this. Ah, there's the bottom. Alright. Haha. That's going to take a while. Jesus. Then once it gets down there, then it starts taking its time and digging however much. Every 90 seconds, whatever it is. 1 dirty or every 90 seconds, I think, or something stupid. Not sure. But let's get out the hole. Alright. So we effectively have a base which is capable of supporting us for a small amount of time. Cancel you. Which is quite nice. If I ever need to, I can just set this to outward. Pressurize the space. Open my helmet. And look at that. We can breathe in here. Very nice.
Low pressure.
Pressure's fine. I could put some more pressure in here, but this room will heat up slowly anyway. So I'm not going to worry about that because the pressure will increase slowly as time goes on. But yeah, there we go. Look, a comfortable 37 kPa. I can breathe throughout. Turn that off for now. So, all I want to do at this point is connect the battery to the same network that the IC is on, which isn't actually possible or easy with what I've currently done. I need that port connected to that cable. Which is a thing. Alright. Well, that's easy. First things first, let's set you to inward. Suck this room out. Cycle that airlock. So that we get more pressure in this room. And then what I need to do is I'm going to have to do the whole thing that I did before, where I take out that frame, run that cable under the battery into there. I just need you to do your thing, please. 1 kPa, come on. You've got this. That is not the right tablet. That's a point. Let's put these back now. Alright, so we're on almost nothing. Oh yeah, we need to turn that on, potentially. We're on 6 kPa over here. No, not kPa, PA. 2 pascals. Alright, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm not waiting all day for that. So, take you out. And then, if we get wire cutters, we will strip this out. Bring it round here. I need this cable to be yellow. Just FYI. So, no, I don't. No, I don't. Fuck. Wait, should this cable be yellow or red? This should be red. So you go like that. You go that way. Up and into there. Like so. And then this one needs to be yellow. So give me... Oh, hang on. You need to connect to that. Like that. Right, now give me a yellow cable. And then you go there. And then I need the data for you to go under. And into the back. And that will allow me to read the power. I need to go outside. I can't quite get to that. Which is a shame. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. I'm in. I'm in the hole. Right, let's get you rewelded. Boom. Perfect. Turn these glasses off. So I get a migraine. Pressurize the space again. There we go. 21 kPa. Perfect. Alright. So, what I need to do, import this code. And all I'm going to do is basically read from the battery. Because I want to make sure I've always got power at this base. I want to make sure that that battery has at least, I don't know, say 10% charge. So if it hits 10%, we turn off the deep miner until we get to, say, like 80 or something stupid. It's not going to take long to charge anyway. It's 1 day, so it's fine. So let's alias the miner to D1. And let's alias the battery to D2. So after we've done all of this stuff, I don't need that yield there. I don't know why I've got that there. So load into R0 from the battery. We've got this one, and we are going to read the charge. And just what I'm going to do is save to the dB the setting of R0. I just want to see what that gives us, because I think is it a ratio or is it a percentage? I don't know. So daylight sensor. So this needs deep miner, and this is the station battery. Not what I want. Not the charge. I want the ratio, which means this is going to be between 0 and 1. Yeah, okay, so we get 1 for 100%, 0 for 0. Fine. So, what we'll do... Or let me press this button. Right. We'll keep that there for now, that's fine. So, branch less than... Where R0 is less than... Let's say 20%. Just play it safe. Branch 2, turn off. Miner. Here we're going to have turn off miner. We're going to do a jump to start there. Branch greater than, where R0 is greater than 0.7. Turn on miner. Turn on miner. Jump to start. And then all we've got to do here is save to the miner the on as... Well, this can just be 0. And this one is saved to the miner, the on as 1. And the reason I'm doing that is it means rather than it going click, 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 like turning it on, off instantly, it'll turn it off for a long period. And then turn it back on once we're back up, and it can continue to run for a while. So that's why we're doing branching there. That's this. It's a good use for branching. Allows you to build up something before thinking in it. Otherwise, we'd probably always be jumping around 20%. But yeah, that should do the job. So if I get this, export this code, what we should find, because we're above 70%, the miner should be on. I'll leave this pressurized for a second. That's fine. Cancel. Let's go and check. The miner should be on. Which it is. It's all going, it's all working, it's all doing its thing. We have nothing in there. I guess we could also save power with the stacker, because if the miner's off, the stacker doesn't need to be on. So that is another thing. And maybe the silo. Like, all of that side of the base only has to be on if... yeah, if... whatchamacallit? If the power is great, although it's all on different networks, and maybe I don't worry too much about that. If I was being, like, efficient, I would connect the data of this to that yellow cable, and I would connect the stacker itself would have to be connected to that network all by itself, but I haven't brought enough heavy cable with me, so I'm not going to do that. It doesn't matter anyway. Power's going down slowly, and I'm pretty sure when the sun comes up, we will see an increase in power, not a decrease. So I think we're going to be all right. All right. So I'm going to call it there. Now, I don't actually know how long this video has been for you guys because there was a lot of traveling and I've cut out a lot of it. For you guys, it may have been like, I don't know, however long it's been. But for me, I've been recording this for about 3 and a bit hours and I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But hopefully you found that one somewhat interesting. I mean, we did the Larry. We've built a little outpost. So yeah, we've got something. So I guess next time what I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to work on. I can't decide whether to do loads of shoots over here, or if I just travel by flying. And the rover isn't quicker than the jetpack, so it kind of I may as well come over here, get the collection myself, and then head back. Maybe that's the play. Because it's a very long trip for something that I'm not going to be coming over here that often. So yeah, maybe I will just do some flying. So we will probably look at our to-do list back at home and see what needs to be done. And maybe we'll get the base somewhat a bit more polished. I want to start looking at the printers and getting those automatically requesting ingots. So now we've got our first outpost. That should, in theory, be easy to do. But we'll see. We will see. So until next time, take care, and I will see you then. Bye.